What? Thank you! Can we just become best friends? Yup!
Dave Kyle has just boarded the plane.
What? Thank you! Can we just become best friends? Yup!
Will Friedman has just boarded the plane.
Right. We're almost ready. Everything's set up, I think. Good. Hope everyone's ready for this. Cannot wait. Yes, everything's ready. Okay. Right. Let me make sure. Yep. Okay. Hope everyone's got pen and paper at hand. I think you're gonna need it. All right. Let's begin, shall we? Ho 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 ho! Oh yeah! Here we are. Welcome in, everyone. Fighting Fantasy. It's another Sunday. Lovely Fighting Fantasy day. I'm so glad it is. Stormslayer we're playing today. Wherever it is in the ether. I gotta say, I'm not happy with the way OBS and YouTube are talking to each other, because I can't like schedule a stream currently the way OBS is playing. So I really do apologize for that. It really does me head in. I'd much prefer to have a scheduled stream up so people know the date and time. So the only thing I can say is you're just going to have to make sure you note down in your calendars, you know, when we go live, which the next time we go live will be on the 15th of Feb in 2 weeks time, you know. So yeah, I wish I could schedule, but OBS, the recent update is just like, nah, sorry, I don't like it anymore, you know, and it doesn't connect, it just crashes. So anyway, Cold Ballistic, hello, how's it going? How are you today? So yeah, playing Stormslayer today, which I gotta say, it was written by Jonathan Green. It was actually developed back in the Puffin days. It was one of those books again that just got delayed, and then Puffin left, and then Wizard took over. So it got published in the Wizard line. It was the 4th release. The illustrations were done by Stephen Player, who I've spoken to actually through Messenger. I've had conversations with. He's a decent chap. And he really enjoyed his work on here. The artwork inside is excellent. Like, really, really nice. This is an interesting one because it has predetermined characters that you choose from inside. So, yeah. So, it does say 4th release. It's really... yeah, 4th Stormslayer, yeah. So, yes, the Jonathan Green again. We're back with Jonathan. And this is dedicated to William. It was written, or published rather, in 2009. But like I said, it was actually written, you know, years before this. Or it was started to be written. And then just got delayed. On eBay, if you want to buy this, it's a $5. That's it. And it's sold for a $5. It's one of the cheapest going, but look how thick it is. It's pretty thick. I think you get your money's worth for a $5. You know, you really do. So say hello if you're there, and I hope you're ready, because this one's an interesting one. It's got a lot of stats, you know. It's got a lot of things that you have to keep a track of, like the day of the week. One of the few Fighting Fantasy books where you have to track the day that was laid out in Titan. You know, if you've got that advanced Titan book, you know, they lay out all the days of the week, and you have to keep track of which day you're on. And obviously, you get your usual things, like meals, gold. You have to keep track of time as well as the day of the week. And I gotta say, I haven't been food shopping yet. So I don't have any biscuits. I've got... I was like, shit! I forgot to do the food shop. I didn't do the food shop. I forgot to get biscuits sourced. So, instead of biscuits, the only thing I could find is these randoms sweets. That was a bit random. So, these will be our meals today. Sponsored by Roundtrees today, guys. So, yeah. Got my water. The next book we will be doing in 2 weeks' time is Night of the Necromancer, which I don't remember anything about, to be honest. I don't remember much about this one. So, who wrote Night of the Necromancer? It's illustrations are Martin McKenna. It says text copyright Steve Jackson and Ian Livingston. Did they write it? And it's dedicated to Martin McKenna as a thank you. I think this is like the OG guys. I think Stephen and Ian wrote this book. Anyway, that'll be in 2 weeks' time. Also, I found a shitload of Fighting Fantasy related stuff when I was sorting through some boxes. And came across this stuff. Oops, this stuff. Basically, I'd printed off a load of adventure sheets. I'm going to make sure I'm in the camera here. Yeah, I printed off a load of adventure sheets for whatever reason. And printed off a list of all the Fighting Fantasy books. I don't know why I did this. From Wikipedia. So, and this was like years and years ago. This only goes up to a certain time. Like, in fact, it's only the Puffin series. Steve Jackson's Sorcery, The Adventures of Goldhawk. So, I might use this list to source other Fighting Fantasy books. Because when we finish this series, I do want to do other Fighting Fantasy or other game books that aren't Fighting Fantasy. You know, so this Adventures of Goldhawk, that's a list. I'll get some of the, you know, choose your own adventure books, shit like that. But yeah, a lot of adventure sheets. I don't know, yeah. I just found them the other day. I thought it would, you know, interesting to know. But yeah, I will be sourcing in the next few months loads of game books that are not Fighting Fantasy, which does include the Legion of the Necromancer, because that's not Fighting Fantasy. So that'll be like one of the ones we play. Obviously, it'll be the collector's edition that we play, which everyone's already got. But I already have got a couple. Like, we've played Star Wars game books, which were very basic, but I want to get those Maelstrom and those other game books. But the thing is, they're really pricey on eBay, so it'll have to be a build-up. But that's the rest of the year. We'll be doing those books, you know, once we finish the run of Fighting Fantasy. So, yeah. So how is everyone? Is anyone there? Hello? Cold Ballistic's the only one in the house, it looks like. I'm going to light up some stuff here. So, I've got... if it'll stay. Got me me incense here. And then if I'm quick enough... No, it's not going to work. I'll have to do a separate one. Wait for that to burn a bit. And then I've got a candle. Just to make it a little bit more interesting. Hey, Spellsinger, how's it going, mate? Hey, you're getting on in the 30s now, aren't you? In your review book, in your review vids. You get... Ooh, that burned out. You're getting up there to the pricey ones now. If anybody hasn't seen... Oh, shit, that just broke it off. That match is crap. If anybody hasn't seen, Spelsing does game book reviews for Fighting Fantasy on his YouTube channel. Go check it out. I'm sure I can't get one lit today, guys. This ain't a good sign for the book, I feel. Come on. Light it, motherfucker. This one's a cherry bomb. This one. There we go. Now we're cooking. We got cherry bomb today. It's a mocktail. Cherry bomb mocktail. So we're all lit up. We're all doing good. Here we go. You caught your Hollow Man review. Oh, is that published as that? Right, okay. You loved that film and was lucky enough to catch it in the cinema. I don't think I saw it in the cinema. I think I honestly don't know. I can't remember. When did it come out? I did that review a few months back, by the way. 2001? 2000. Super bit. These are legit, guys. These are really good quality. Ugh. Yeah. So, yeah. Rhymster's in the house. Yellow, how you doing, mate? Spellslinger Ballistic, how you going? Yeah, we're all good. You've never played this book, Rhymster? Wow. Hands up if you've got this book in your collection, guys. Put your hands up. I gotta get used to doing it on my left shoulder, I think, because that's where the camera. Because I used to do it like this, but. Who's got this book, guys? Does anybody know the story? The creature on the cover is pretty badass. You know, he's reaching for a beer, is what he is. Do you know what? I cannot wait for the summertime when I can stock up the fridge full of beer again and we do beer runs on this. I don't drink beer in the winter because it's more of a refreshing summer job for me. So I can't wait for summertime. You know, get the beers out. You've got this book, Spellsinger, yeah? It's not a bad effort from Green. I honestly don't remember a single thing about this book. I did those spotlight sort of, not reviews, but, you know, they're like the first looks. I did those back in like 2017 to 2021, I want to say. So, took me a few years, but... And I still need to do one for Night of the Necromancer. I know that. But I've got to play through it a few times because I need to know the story properly before I can do it. But that is coming. That's incoming, guys. Yeah. We got the usual gang here. Well, there's a couple of players missing, but I feel like that's on me because I can't schedule these things anymore. So let me remove this. I always here's a little behind the scenes, guys. Whenever I make a video, and it's usually the Queen, you know, closer look studio ones. I do a lot of research. You know, it takes me probably about 2 weeks to put together one of those, you know, Queen videos, and so I always have to make a little prompt sheet for myself. Like I want to do it all in one take. I really hate those videos. Do you know what I mean? On YouTube, where someone's monologuing and it's cut, and it like I don't know if it's trying to make it look, you know, cool and new, but it's just like you're watching somebody and you can see these obvious cuts in halfway through a sentence. And it's like obviously they've made loads of mistakes. They've had to cut all that out, and so it's chop, 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 chop. I like to do things in one clean take, so. You know, a couple of rehearsals. I'm you know, when I'm at work, I'm literally going over what I'm going to say, like a script in my head. And I put a prompt sheet up in case I need to refresh anything. And that's how I make my videos. So, there you go. This book sounds like a Weather Chaser story. Twister Demons. It did have a different title, by the way. I've got all the info up here, guys. The original title of this book was called Eye of the Storm. It says here Stormslayer was originally in the planning stages when Puffin ceased publication of the original series. And back then it was called Eye of the Storm. Eye of the Dragon, Eye of the Storm. There seems to be a bit of a theme going here. It says, writer Jonathan Green later described it as being set in Femfrey in the old world, was to involve a mage interfering with the weather in that kingdom, and was an attempt to write a book that was more like the original adventures, and also one that they didn't rely on demons, chaos, or the undead as the villains. It was more elemental altogether, which that sounds pretty cool. Is that not what it is? Because I tell you now, this dude here looks elemental to me. Mr. Iceman. So yeah, September the 3rd, 2009 it came out. And it was published in both series of The Wizard. So I think this is series... I don't know if this is series 1 or series 2 with the shitty covers. You know, where they're just a bit meh covers. The old shield, you know. Not exactly... You know, let's go out and buy this now, because it's just a shield with the smallest picture in the middle. I think these are the naffest covers, by the way, in Fighting Fantasy history. So, this one has a kind of steampunk feel to it. Ooh, interesting. So I've had to turn down the creepy dungeon. This creepy dungeon here, I've had to turn it right down, because every time I publish my video after we stream it live, YouTube says, that's a copyright against somebody else. And it's like, it's not even the same song, YouTube. And then the dude who owns the other song, which it sounds nothing like, goes, yeah, it is my song. That is my... And I'm like, no, it isn't, mate. You're literally lying. And it's like, sorry, you don't get anything for this video. He gets it. I'm like, the fuck? He's literally lying. So I got to turn it right down. To the point where, what's the point in playing it? You know, YouTube has gone mental with copyright shit, I tell you. Cover looks too formal. Yeah, it's just a giant shield with a porthole. It looks like a ship with a porthole in it. You know, I do like the 3D effect, though. The fact that it's coming out of the picture, that's pretty cool. I do like that. It's just a waste of a cover when you've got this generic shield, and they're all like that. All in this little series, they've all got their own little wanker shield. I think it was because maybe trading card games were, like Magic the Gathering, were popular. Let's make it look like that type of thing. I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking. They were smoking something, but that soon finished. You know, they did soon drop it. As always with these wizard ones, all the see, even the original books. Look, even the original books, the Warlock of Firetop Mountain even got a shit cover. So anyway, yeah, all these wizard books, all the rules, all the good stuff is at the back of the book, because they thought, well, everybody knows, and we don't want to waste space at the front of the book where normal people start their journey. So we'll put all that stuff at the back of the book, so it gets straight into the meat of it. So you've got your contents, you know, and then you've got how will you start your adventure, which is basically the rules of Fighting Fantasy. And then it's into the background, or in this case, storm warning. So, but with this one, you get to glory hole. Yeah, man. So with this one, you get to... This is the weird thing as well. It says here, choose your adventurer, okay? You get to choose your adventurer, guys. That's cool. There's 3 to choose from, and we'll do that in a second. All you're going to have to do is put 1, 2, or 3 in the chat. But then it says rules and equipment, hero for hire, with roll for your stats. And I thought originally, oh, we get a little helper dude with us. We get like Mungo assistant man or something. But no, it's not. I think they've made a mistake and printed off the normal roll for your character. But you don't roll for your character. They're presets. You choose a preset. It says here at your disposal are... Oh, shit, I didn't get my glasses. I've left them in... Don't matter. Here at your disposal are 3 adventurers to choose from. Over the page are the rules for Fighting Fantasy to help you on your way. However, if you wish to begin your adventure immediately, study the characters carefully. Log your chosen attributes on the adventure sheet, and you can begin. So, there's 3 dudes. I think they're men. One's called Gorin Silverblade. Another one's called Alder Ravenwolf. And the third one is called Erin Stormchild. So, they're very different from each other. Do you know what? I'm going to go get my glasses. I'll be right back, guys. Ugh. Got him. Yeah, I need the glasses. I'm an old man. Very old man now. I don't look it, do I? I do. Yeah. I don't think I'm bad. I'm nearly 50. So I don't think I look bad, to be honest. I still feel young at heart. You know? Ditch the 3 preset twerps. Let's have Soul Puncher as normal. Well, yeah, the picture will be normal, you know. But I think we should do these 3 the way the book intends. So I'll read you, because it's got a bit of background. And then I'll tell you the stats, because it gives you all skill, stamina, luck, and all that. And then you get to choose your equipment from these presets, as well as your gold and what day of the week you start on. Even though it says in the book as well, roll the dice to decide what day you start on. But then it says it here. So I don't think they thought about things when they were putting this together. There's a lot of confusing things. Maybe you can use your own character. Well, we're going to use a preset, guys. We're going to use a preset. So it says here, Gory Silverblade, okay? So he's a tomb robber, right? So he's basically Brendan Fraser, isn't he? Mummy to some, bold adventurer to others. Gorin Silverblade combines the skills of a thief with the strength of a warrior. The son of a... I was about to say son of a bitch. The son of a blacksmith from Tanatown. Tanatown, never heard of that one. He has a cunning mind and a strong right arm. Both of which have served him well on many occasions, particularly when he's been up to his neck in trouble down some half-forgotten hole in the ground. Gorin has a happy-go-lucky temperament, his natural charm coming to his aid now and again on some rather tricky, sticky situations. Also, skill with a sword is surpassed only by a few. Now, his skill is 11, okay? His stamina is 18, his luck is 9, and he comes equipped with a sword, they all do, a lantern and tinderbox, they all do, but this one's got a hunting horn and a sun talisman. So 11, 18, and 9 is number 1. So number 1, 11, 18, 9. Aldar Ravenwolf is the second one. He grew up as an orphan on the streets of Palua in Lendelland. So he's basically Aladdin, you know. After his merchant trader parents were slain by hobgoblins while crossing the howling plains, he eventually fled the city after killing a local gang lord in a bar fight and has wandered the old world ever since, finding work as a mercenary, protecting merchant caravans. Aldar has always been careful with money, a habit instilled to him by both his parents before they were killed, and his destitute childhood, which means that he can always equip himself well in preparation for any adventure. His hardy constitution means that he can keep on fighting when others would have already given up the ghost, so he never gives up. I like that. His skill is 9, but his stamina is 22. and his luck is 7, and he has a dragon tattoo and a hunting horn. So they both have hunting horns, but one has a sun talisman, the other has a dragon tattoo. So number 2 is 9, 22, 7. Okay? Remember pen and paper I said before? Need to be jotting these down. Erin Stormchild now. The third and final choice. Originally from a nomadic tribe of fur trappers from the icy mountain passes of the Witchtool line, Erin Stormchild left her tribal lands for the plains of Femfrey in search of gold and adventure long ago. Blessed by, I thought it said Cheetah then, by Sheila, goddess of luck, she succeeded in finding plenty of both. Where others might rely on strength of arms, Erin puts her, it sounds like a girl now, Erin puts her faith, it is a girl, in magical charms and the absolute trust that her guardian deity will always watch out for her. So she's got a little angel sitting on her shoulder. Her skill is 10, her stamina is 16, but her luck is 12. She's got the highest luck. And she has her Wormbiter sword, lantern and tinderbox, but she also comes with the sun talisman and saber-tooth fang. So 1, 2, or 3. Everybody put in the chat 1, 2, or 3 who you want us to be. Dun 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 dun. Okay, and just put the number, just 1, 2, or 3, and the one with the most votes is what we do. I'm not going to do a poll, but we'll just put it in the chat. Okay? So we've got 1 for... So, I mean, Erin for president. You got to put the number in, guys. The number. All right? So Yellow's the only one who's done it right. Thank you, Erin. Thank you, Yellow. I don't even know what I'm saying now. I've lost the plot. Okay. Pick me, pick me. So that's 2 for 3, and 1 for 1, and 1 for 2. So that's 2 for 1, 3 for 3, and 1 for 2. Hang on a second here. They're all the same name. Okay. Someone's taking the piss. Right. So, voting is closed now. I'm closing the voting, right? I'm closing the voting. That's it. Numbers are gone. Let me count all this mess up now. So, number 1 had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 votes. 5 votes for number 1. Number 2 had just the 1 vote. I think. Just the 1 vote. And then number 3 had 1, 2... 3, 4, 5, 6 for number 3. So that is we are Erin Stormchild, which means we have to drop that because it's a woman. I need to swap this person out here. Let me find the chick version. Hello. Okay. There she is. Let's zoom in a bit. We'll keep the good stuff in, but we'll zoom in so she can be seen. There you go. There's Erin Stormchild, guys. Okay? That's who we are. If I can... Can't click anywhere. Whatever. Okay, so... Let me write the name down here. AKA Miss Tits McGee, basically, yeah. So, Erin Stormchild. Erin Gobshite, basically. This one's gonna be in trouble, I reckon. So, skill of 10's not bad. Like, I feel like this is the best character. Skill of 10, stamina of 16, though. But we're on a luck of 12, so... And in our backpack, we have a saber-tooth fang. Is that a tooth that we've extracted from a saber-tooth that we've killed? and a sun talisman. So 2 spaces in our backpack is already taken up. Okay, we've got 5 left out of the 7 that were allowed. Sun talisman and saber-tooth fang. We also have 19 gold pieces. She wasn't the richest of the 3, by the way. That honor goes to, I believe, Aldar Ravenwolf. He had 23 gold pieces. But money ain't everything. We do still have 10 meals. And the day of the week is Fire Day. We start on Fire Day. So she never gives up, man. She's got an ass that don't quit, basically. That's us. The saber-tooth fangs are between our legs. Mate, if you're holding 2 down there, mate, you need to go see a doctor. Because I think 1 ain't what you think it is. You know, you should only have 1. Okay? If you've got 2, mate, you just go see a doctor. Or find twins, you know? Like, you're lucky. Okay. There is obviously a little bit of backstory to read first, which we shall do when you guys know what to do. Me wants to howl like a prairie dog. Okay. Anyone from Melon? Go for the jugular. A lot of fun bags. That's a good one. Thank you, Rhymester. See, Rhymster's on the ball today, guys. Rhymester, I feel like Rhymester is team leader, you know? Right, storm warning. Do you know what? I'm just so glad you're here, Rhymster, mate. Right. And it starts off with this sentence. And that's how I bested Cog Magog. Cog Magog. Okay? Chief of the giant tribe. And rescued Duke Irvin's daughter. You say. That's us saying I bested Cog Magog. Concluding your tale and downing the rest of your flagon of ale. We're drinking beer in the pub with the lads. We're laying it down. For the moment, the traveller's rest is silent, and then its gathered clientele burst into a spontaneous round of applause, hoops and cheers ringing in your ears. Ah, they love us. We're famous. We're popular. Hey, way, 15 minutes of fame. Another story, someone shouts from the other side of the bar. Yes, tell us another story, an eager barmaid enthuses, obviously awed by being in the presence of a genuine hero as yourself. Like, very well then, you reply, and gradually an expectant hush descends over the packed pub again. You say, well, I was backpacking through the foothills of... if anybody understands that reference. Yeah, so the packed pub, there's a hush. But which one do you want to hear? You have been adventuring throughout the old world for more years than you care to remember. In that time, you have faced countless perils and completed numerous quests. You have built up quite a reputation in the process, earning yourself the title of Hero of Tanatown, after you saved the town from the Crimson Witch and her vampiric swarm driving around in your bang bus. Okay? I'm now in pace, if you know what I mean. No, I don't. I'm now in pace. I am. Tell us again how you found the fabled sword, Wormbiter. A mop-haired youth calls out, suddenly finding the courage to speak up. Unconsciously, you put a hand to the wondrous weapon sheathed in the scabbard. Where is my weapon? I think I've lost it. Dudes, the weapon's gone. I've got 2 of these things, but one seems to have disappeared on me. We're weaponless, guys. It'll have to be the chopsticks today, I'm afraid. This is Wormbiter, guys. The chopsticks. This is us today. This is my weapon. Wormbiter. Okay? You unsheath it from your sword belt. No! Someone else overrules him. I want to know how you snared the basilisk of Bone Barrow. I want to hear how you recovered the Wraith Dragon's Hoard. A grey-bearded dwarf bellows, his voice drowning out all the others. The Wraith Dragon Hoard... Oh, sorry, this is us saying. The Wraith Dragon's Hoard it is, then, you say. Check between you. You are about to begin your next tale when the door of the tavern bangs open and Varric Oathbreaker, who you know of old, enters the Traveller's Rest, followed by the band of cutthroats. He scowls on catching sight of you. The livid purple scar that splits his face in two, the memory of an injury you once dealt him, curls his top lip with an ugly sneer. Picking up your flagon of ale that someone has sent to refill for you without you even noticing, could be Rohypnol inside, who knows. You toast your rival's latest defeat. Bad luck, Varric, but you weren't quick enough again. Better luck next time, eh? You want to keep an eye out behind you, the bouncy hunter warns you with a snarl. Oh, aye. There's a storm coming, mark my words. There's a storm heading your way. The rival turns to the bar. The ruffians accompany him, throwing you what you suppose are meant to be intimidating glances. But you're not bothered. Am I bothered? Eh? Talk to the hand. It takes a lot to intimidate the hero of Tanatown. Some interesting names. Yeah, definitely. It seems that for as long as you've been adventuring, Varric Oathbreaker, I don't trust his name. I don't think he can keep his word. Has been there at your heel, trying to beat you at the next bounty and yet never quite managing to get there first. The two of you are bitter rivals, and there is no love lost on either side. Most recently, you beat him to the reward put up by Duke Irvain for the safe return of his daughter, whose cavalcade had been ambushed by a tribe of hill giants led by the infamous Gok Magok. Sounds like Gok 1 a bit. Gerard Ballsucker needs to pipe down. You came away from the escapade richer by one princess's ransom, with another story to share in that old adventure's haunt. The Traveller's Rest in the village of Vastarin on Fenfrey's southern border. Varric came away with nothing to show for his troubles. A bus fare home is all he got. That was some days ago now, and much of the money has gone already as you celebrated your recent success with your friends and took some time to recover from your latest wearying adventure, hiring the best room at the inn for the duration of your stay. The place is even busier than usual, crowded with visitors who have come from far and wide to see the travelling menagerie of monsters that has stopped off here for a few days. I'm sorry, you say, addressing your admiring audience. Where was I? Before I was so rudely interrupted. Oh, change your name to Karen, I think. You were going to tell us a tale. How you recovered the Wraith Dragon Hoard. The adoring barmaid. That's the barmaid. Begins when her words are suddenly cut short by a crash of thunder that explodes right out the pub. We need some thunder here. We need a clash of thunder. Let's hear that thunder. Fuck. Rip. Thunder, I said, man. Thunder. Fucking rain. Give me thunder, man. Whatever, mate. I need to get some just thunder shit going, because this is fucking bullshit. Thunder. Clap of thunder. It explodes right over the top. There's a second clap of thunder as well, eventually. That shakes the traveller's rest to its very fucking... Oh, that's loud. Turn that down a bit. Second clap of thunder that shakes the traveller's rest to its very foundations, and a glaring flash of lightning bathes the tavern in its searing light. And you got... I'm gonna guess you can hear me. Is the audio too loud? I don't know why it's suddenly so loud. Why don't I turn it down again? Yeah, that should be alright. What in suck's name was that? You hear Varric Oathbreaker swear in shock and surprise. It's quite loud. I don't know why it's so loud today. Literally not touched these levels since the last time. So what indeed? The sound of the storm breaking overhead seems to come from nowhere. 1 minute outside it was a pleasant sunny day. The next it's a storm, the like of which you've never witnessed in all your days as an adventurer. It's tearing the sky apart and turning day to night. Fucking hell. The smashing of tiles joins the roar of the storm as a hailstorm, the like of which you've never known before either, lashes the roof of the tavern. Man, and that's the intro. That is the intro, guys. So our time starts now, basically. I reckon, I don't know. That's what she said. You fling open the door of the tavern and gaze upon the mayhem engulfing the village of Asterin. The sky is black, threatening thunderheads and gale force winds are racing over the rooftops of the village. Yeah, we need some gale force going on as well, don't we? Oh, I can't read. For some reason, the VLC player I use, all the text is shrunken down. Suddenly, like... And it crashes a lot as well for some reason. And that's not been updated at all, so I don't know. Maybe it probably needs one. I don't even know if it's playing. Yeah, it's playing. There's gale force winds. I can hear them. I don't know if you can or not. On the other side of the village square, the carriages and caged wagons of the menagerie of monsters stand parked. The roars and screeching cries of the fabulous beasts that make up the travelling zoo echo around the square as lightning lashes the tethered wagons too. What can possibly be causing such a bizarre storm? Where one moment there was a calm and pleasant day, now there are howling winds. Howling winds? Turn up the howl. Howling winds, vicious lightning strikes, and a devastating hailstorm. And a bird chirping as well, for some reason. I don't know where the birds have come from. You can't write this shit now, can you? Fucking birds. People are in trouble out there, but how can you fight the elements themselves? So, you can either stay inside the inn to shelter from the storm and say, we're safe in here, Or you can run to help people under siege from the lightning strikes in the middle of the town square. So there's a commotion of people. They're all going, ah! We can go and help them, or we can stay inside the inn, bloody nice and warm. Or you can make for where the storm appears to be at its worst, in the thick of the hailstorm. So I think that's the only three options there, guys. We can make the thick hailstorm where it's at its worst. We can go help people in the village, or we can just go, fuck it all, we're staying put. What do you want to do, man? Help. As in help those people? Is that what you mean? Help the people in the... I guess that's what you mean. I'm going to... Executive decision to say yes, that's what you mean. Alright. Throwing yourself into the teeth of the terrible storm, your arm up across your face to shield your eyes from the incandescent explosions of the striking lightning. You dash across the square, dodging and darting to avoid being hit yourself. And it says test your skill, adding 2 to the dice roll. Oh yeah, are we big dice or little dice, guys? Birds are fucking back. These birds, man. Are we big dice or little dice today, guys? What do you reckon? Big. Right, so we've got to test our skill. Our skill is 10, and it says we have to add 2. So basically, we just have to not roll a 12. That's it. 6. Lovely jubbly. We were successful. Oh wait, no, sorry. It says add 2 if today is Storm's Day, which it isn't. So we don't have to add 2, sorry, to the dice roll. It's still 6, it's still under 12. We're still under 10. We're still laughing. We are successful. It's all good. You skid to a halt in front of one of the caged wagons of the menagerie. You hear a roar of animal anger, and a paw lashes out at you. A paw that belongs to something with the face of an old man, the body of a lion, the wings of a huge bat, and a deadly scorpion's tail. But you, yourself, are unharmed. And here's a picture of what it is. Right there. What the hell is that? Scorpion tail, bat wings, face of an old man, and body of a lion. Bloody mongrel, isn't it? We're there, not some talent. Hey, hang on, what? Were there not some talents we have to choose from in the instructions? Talents, mate? Hello, didn't you? Doesn't say anything. Equipment and gold. I mean, everything's been decided for us, so we've all, it's all, yeah, day of the week. I don't see anything about talents, mate. I don't know what you're smoking, mate. It does not mention talents one bit. Hey, spell singer, mate. What drugs are you on today? Manacor. Oh, is that what it is? Manacor, okay. You must be thinking of something else, right? Yeah. Another book, maybe. Yeah, it does say, yeah, it's a Manacor here. You hear the roar of the animal. The terrified manticore is still trapped inside its cage. It's a caged beast. Suddenly there is an explosion in the air in front of you that leaves behind the Tang of Ozone. What's the Tang of Ozone? As you blink the searing afterimage of the lightning strike from your eyes, you see that the heat-fused lock that had been holding the Manicore's cage shot on the ground at your feet. The twisted metal pings as it cools, having borne the brunt of that last lightning strike. The cage door yawns open before you, and as you look on in horror, the manticore steps through and pads towards you. Release the beast. Its fear in the face of the storm has made it angry, and the monster is ready to take its anger out on the nearest living thing. It sees our jugs and goes, I want that. So it's coming for us. We take out our sword, the worm biter, and prepare to defend yourself. So we're already fighting, guys. We've got a skill of 10. He's got a skill of 9, so he's going to have to -1 from his dice roll. We're still within the 30 minutes. He's got a stamina of 10. But it says here, the tail of the manticore carries a deadly sting. But fortunately for you, the poison glands have been removed by the menagerie's owner. The creature is also weak from its long years in captivity, but it is a formidable opponent nonetheless. So, here we go. Fight! So it rolls an 8, and so do we. So nothing happens. Oh, no, no. He has to -1, sorry. So he loses 1. We bested him by 1, sorry. I forgot, yeah. He has to -1. So he's now on stamina 9. Right. Okay. Right, he rolled a 10, which becomes a 9. We rolled a 9. That is basically both equals. Man, what's going on with this dice? Come on, let's get some good shit going. So we rolled a 4, okay? And he rolled an 11, which becomes a 10. We lose 6 stamina. Fucking hell. That's mental. Watch this girl defeat a Minotaur. Man, I don't know about that. He just whipped us with his tail. Okay, we're back on form. We've rolled a 10. That's good. And the Manicore's rolled an 8, which becomes a 7. So he loses 3. He's on 6. Okay? We've still got the upper hand. Oh, left one in the hole. So he's on 6, we're on 10. Fuck me. We've rolled a 5, and so has he, so nothing happens. As the storm rages on. Come on. Lucky. He's rolled a 9, which becomes an 8. We've rolled a 6, that's 2. Hang on, we've rolled a 6 and he's rolled a 9, which becomes an 8. We lose 2. Shit. Pen struck off. Right, pen went to the floor and disappeared. It's literally gone. Oh, there it is. A black pen amongst black wires does not make for good findings. Something's just disconnected from my PC. So we're on 8 and he's on 6. -1. Hey? Did you -1? Yes, he rolled a 9, which is an 8, because -1. We rolled a 6. The difference between 6 and 8 is 2. We've lost 2. You alright, Yellow? Right, we rolled a 5. He's rolled a 7, which becomes a 6. He still beat us by 1. The fuck? We're on 7, guys. On the round before. Yeah, I always minus the 1. The round before, we both, even minusing 1, he still was the same as us. I like you double checking me, mate. You know, always good to have second eyeballs, you know, to make sure. Oh, come on, man. 7, and he's rolled a 7, which becomes a 6, so he loses 1. He's on 5. I think I need to move. I think I need to move the dice to somewhere else because he keeps blocking me. Distract the enemy with our whaps. Hey, how'd you like that? And then go for the gate. Stab him with our worm biter. That sounds weird, worm biter. I don't know. Right, we're on. He's on 5. We're on 7. Come on, man. Oh, fuck me, man. He's rolled a 10, which becomes a 9. We've rolled a 5. We lose 4. Dude, we're on 3 stamina. We're gonna get bested by a bloody old man. Come on. Jump about so our bangers cause confusion. My bangers won't do anything for it. Like, come on, man. We can't lose the beginning of the book. We haven't even lasted 13 minutes. Go on. Oh, he's rolled a 3. Thank God. That becomes a 2. We rolled a 7. So the difference is 5. He's dead. He's gone. Boom. We live to see another day. Thank God for that. You sprint across the square into the thick of the fantastical storm and right into the path of the hurtling hailstones. Test your luck. Well, we don't need to test our luck because we have 12, so we're instantly lucky. That's 11. So, doom. We're running in a hailstorm. For a moment, you're caught in a total whiteout as a blizzard of stinging ice flakes surrounds you. Then you break through into the eye of the whirling ice storm. There, at the very center of the disturbance, is a creature that appears to be entirely composed of ice. It stands 1.5 times as tall as a man. Its humanoid body forms from slabs of blue-white ice. It's this fucker, innit? It's the end level boss already. What? It stands... Yeah. One arm ends in a huge fist of frozen water, while its other hand bristles with spiky icicles. The ice elemental opens a frosted maw packed with frozen fangs and howls at you with a voice like the winter wind. Drawing Wormbiter out, you prepare to battle the ice elemental. Are we wearing a sun talisman? Yes, we are. We can bloody burn that fucker, hopefully. If the ice elemental injures you at all, the warming power of the sun talisman will protect you from its chilling touch to some extent. Reduce any damage caused by the elemental by 1 point. That seems a bit shit. So we minus 1 point of damage when we take it. But that's okay. So hang on. Actually, I'm amending this because in the actual meal, guys, we're in the middle of a battle. We can't have a meal. Yo, whoa! Stop, Mr. Iceman. Just let me have a snack first. So in the normal rules, you usually deduct 2. Hang on, what's going on here? Internet's gone to shit here. YouTube is not receiving enough video for smooth streaming. Viewers experience buffering. I hope fucking not. Why is my internet suddenly gone to shit? Somebody using the internet? I need to get better internet, man. Sending 20 megabits, mate. I've got a 65 megabit connection and you're only sending 20? Then why is there a problem? To be honest, that shouldn't be a problem. I don't know. True, Adam, our cheese and pickle sandwich would get soggy if we ate it now. So, right, anyway, as I was saying before YouTube interrupted me, The usual rules say you -2, but we tweaked it for a better flow. The fact that he says -1 is half of what you should be reducing it to. So I'm going to say half. We take half damage against this ice elemental dude. Not -1. So, yeah. However, if the ice elemental uses its blizzard breath attack, bloody hell, he's got cool attacks as well. Against you, you have to ignore the damage this causes altogether. Hey, hang on. If the elemental uses its blizzard breath attack against you, you may ignore the damage this causes altogether. So when he brings out his cool move, we ignore it because we have the sun talisman. So we've got, yeah, that's pretty cool, that. So if he blizzard breath attacks us, so what? And we only take half damage against him. So there we go. Right, we got to fight. He's got a skill of 8, by the way, so he's going to have to -2 off his dice roll. Guys, this could be... It's 50-50 if we survive this. I mean, I think we've got a good, you know... Oh, hang on, wait. There's a whole load of rules for this dude. There's a whole load of rules. It says, if today is fire day, reduce... Which, it isn't. It's... Oh, it is fire day. No, shit, it is. So, reduce the ice elemental skill score by 1 point and its stamina by 2 points. So, actually, he's got a 7 skill and a 7 stamina. So, he's 7-7. 77, the year I was born. I got a good feeling about this. So, he has to -3 off his dice now. But, it says here... If you lose an attack round, you have to roll 1 die and consult the table down below. And we only have immunity from the blizzard breath, which would have given us an extra additional 2 lots of stamina because he hits us. He basically breathes on us with an ice blast. But we can ignore that. But there is 2 other ones that we can't ignore. So complicated. Okay, I think this is pretty cool, man. This is like a Dungeons and Dragons proper little... I'm bringing out my blizzard breath, you know, attack on you. You know, it's not just rolling dice. It's like, it's proper. This dude's a proper... Okay, so he's gonna -3, and he's only got 7 stamina, which is more than us. So he rolled an 8. Which is a 5, and we rolled a 5, so nothing happens. Thank God for that. Class of 77! Oh yeah! Best year, man. It's the best year. Star Wars, you know what I mean? Everything. Oh, we rolled a 6. So, no, yeah, he rolled a 6 as well, but he loses 3 points. So he only has 3. We've beat him by 3, so he's down to 4 stamina. This one is going to be hairy, guys. Alright, we've rolled a 7. He's rolled a 7. -3, he's rolled a 4. He loses 3. He's down to 3 stamina now, same as us. Oh, wait, no, he had 4. Yeah, he had 4. He's down to 1 stamina, sorry. We are beating this ice elemental. I think this might be an easy win, guys. He's a 1 stamina. 1 more hit and he's dead. Shit. We rolled a 6, he rolled an 11. So 11, 10, 9, which is an 8. So 8, 6 is 2 points, but we only take half the damage against this dude. So we only lose 1 stamina point, which is, that's alright. That's pretty good. But we have to roll an extra die and consult the table. So this could be it, guys. This could be it. We rolled a 5. It says he's brought out his ice hammer attack. And it says the elemental clubs you with its huge right fist. Lose 3 stamina points, which means we're dead. Good night. That's it. It's over. We just got bested by the second creature. We lasted 23 minutes, guys. 23 fucking minutes. Can you believe that? Meal. Eat pickled onion, monster munch while taking punishment. Oh, mate, that is just so unfortunate. Like, it doesn't give you time to recover from the first battle if you get your ass whipped. Oh. Like a cat. Oh, shit. Just melted me light. Oops a daisy. So that didn't finish its burn because it was too busy burning this. Which it still works, to be honest. Still works. Didn't cause any permanent damage. I think I'll relight that though, because there's still a little burn left on it. Won't be a good... Right, who chose that fucking girl? Hey. There is a reason why the joke of there's a woman's place. There's a reason for it, I'm feeling. I mean, it's all pure luck. It's not really, obviously. It's a joke. Calm down. Before any Gretas come on board. That's the smouldering, burning ashes of our body, that is. Oh, dear. Guys, that's it. She's to do one now, she is. Bye. We is dead. Get rid of the dice. Yeah, that period pain really took a toll. Mate, it was our time in a month. Surely, hang on, if it was our time in a month, it would have spurred us on with a bigger fire in our belly. So, like, no, it definitely wasn't our time in a month. Otherwise, we would have killed that storm. We would have nailed its ass to the cross. Clearly, yeah. After all that bigging us up in the tavern as well. Oh, I'm the hero. Woo, yeah, you're the best. And then we shit out on the second, the second one. Like, I mean, the first one really took a toll on us as well. So, after all those heroic stories we told in the tavern, yeah, I got this, guys, and then we got nailed instantly. Oh, that doesn't bode well, really, does it? For feminism, this video. Gonna get so attacked. Right, well, that's it, guys, until February the 15th. The day after Valentine's Day. Woo! Maybe I'll be wearing pink or something, you know. Maybe yeah, we'll have a themed one or something. I don't know. Actually, am I anywhere? Let me make sure I'm not, like, visiting family or anything on that day. I don't think I am. Hey, how come it says E on my phone? My phone's not connecting one... Oh, there we go. Now it's gone to 5G. That's weird. The 15th. Nope. I'm not anywhere. So we're okay. Although the 16th, oh, that's got a bill to pay. 17th is the carnival. Shrove Tuesday. Pancake Day. Way, Pancake Day. Oh yeah. And then the 18th is Ash Wednesday. These mean nothing for us, by the way. So mark your calendars, guys. It's the 15th of February. We're in February already. Man, this year is flying. I'm telling you. It's flying by. You leave the tavern, but have no wang. Your adventure ends here. Fucking hell, mate. The writing was a bit sketch, I found. It wasn't very easy to follow for me anyway, but that just might be me. But I do like the story. Like, you don't know what's going on, and it all hell's breaking loose, and you're like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? It wasn't its normal, oh, it's the baddie guy at the end of the journey to defeat. I mean, I don't think we knew what the hell the baddie thing was. So, I didn't even get to have a random. I'm having one now, okay? I'll make sure we've got some bloody munchies biscuits, though, next time. You need a flower in your hair. Easter is early this year. I think it's the same time every year, mate. I think Jesus, you know, was resurrected on the same day. Like, on a certain day, which is what we celebrate around the world, innit? They don't just suddenly randomly change it, do they? I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't know. I didn't get an invite to the resurrection of Jesus. Anyway, I did enjoy this, guys, for the short time. The stream's only been going an hour and a half. Our adventure only lasted 13 minutes. Or whatever it was. I don't know. But on a side note, guys, there is a church around the corner from me, right? That has a sign on it that says, in fact, let me just, so I don't paraphrase. I took a picture of it as I was passing one day. And it says here, guys, get this. Liverpool Male Voice Choir. Do you want to learn to sing? Free lessons for men? All welcome. Free lessons for men, guys. Now, this seems like maybe some pervy old lady just wants to get some dick, and it's the easiest way. She's like, why is it just for men that get free lessons? That has got to be the most sexist sign I've ever seen. Sorry, you're female, you're paying, bitch. You cough up. But your fella, oh no, he can have it for free. Anyway, so I thought I'll go check this out. Get free lessons to sing, you know. It's probably, I'll tell you what it is, it's probably the vicar going, our clergy or whatever they call it, congregation, it's a bit low this week. Put a sign out that'll draw people in. And I bet you when I turn up, I'm gonna walk around there and see what's what. And I bet you it's just join the or whatever. We meet every Sunday. Just sit in the pews, and when we start singing, you know, there'll be a moment when you have to start singing, ha ha, and you just blast it out with the rest of everybody else. That's your training, mate. Yeah, but you have to come every Sunday. And there'll be a little donation pot coming round, but you don't have to put anything in because it's free. Although if you want to, you know, I don't know. Easter follows the moon? What the fuck? I've never heard that, Rhymester. Is that true? So it's different every year. Why the hell does the resurrection of Jesus follow the moon cycle? That seems so bizarrely weird to me. Easter's celebration of Jesus' resurrection after he got nailed to the cross in front of eyewitnesses. Isn't that... have I got that wrong? Hang on, let me Google this shit. What is Easter all about? That's what I'm going to ask Google. What is Easter all about? Because it ain't nothing to do with bunny rabbits, tell you that now. That's just America. So, because I always thought it was the resurrection of Jesus. Easter celebrates Jesus' supernatural resurrection from the dead. Fucking hell, Google. Google's going in straight to the horrific nature, which is one of the chief tenets of the Christian faith. Paul writes that for those who trust in Jesus' death and resurrection, death is swallowed up in victory. But we're going by the moon, guys. Like, I've never heard, like, it's all about the moon cycle, mate. That seems so weird to me. Easter follows the bunny. Ask when Easter falls. When does Easter fall? When Jesus rises. That's when Easter falls. When does Easter fall? I mean, Sunday the 5th of April. Why are we talking about this now? Here we go. Here's a question. What determines what day Easter falls on each year? Okay? The simple standard definition of Easter is that it is the first Sunday after the full moon that occurs on or after the spring equinox. What? Who came up with this shit? It's when Jesus fucking came back to life. That surely was on the same day, or was on a single day. He didn't go, I'll spread this resurrection over a few days and let you guys choose which one you want in relation to the moon. Like, he came back to life on one day. He did it in a day. He wasn't like, oh, this is going to take some time. Like, he came back and went, I'm back, bitches. You can nail me, but you can't hail me. Like, I'm here. And it was the same day. So it should be on the same motherfucking day every single year. Not according to a moon cycle. What's the moon got to do with it? Like, I don't know. That's so bizarre. That's so weird. I'm more of a devil worshipper myself. I don't know about the Christian faith because I'm more of a Satanist myself. Yes, Spellsinger, it is Night of the Necromancer. Although it sounds for you, mate, every night is Night of the Necromancer. That is our next book. Let me sort the picture out. Oh, that's so weird, that is. I don't know why. Oh, hello. It's a big one. It's a clear picture, guys. It's humongous. I can't fit it all in. I'm having to really push it down. It's, bloody hell, this is massive. It's the size of a... There we go. That's it there. You are the hero. So, yeah, that's mental, that is. I don't know who came up with that bullshit. Anyway, I'm going to go learn how to sing, guys. It's free. I'm going to learn how to sing. So, in 2 weeks' time, I'll let you know what happened. I'll you know, what it's all about, guys. All right? Thank you all for coming out. We've still got a 3-minute countdown, guys. Still got the 3-minute countdown. But thank you all for coming out. And I shall see everybody in 2 weeks' time. And, yeah. Let's count this motherfucker down. So, oh, I can move the microphone over now and shimmy up on the, on my chair. Put that back. Put that back. Oh, right. Let's have a swig of water. Can't believe, eh? Swifty Tim, welcome in. Joined at the right time. Eh? Have I missed you coming in earlier? Sorry, mate. It's huge. You're the hero title of the your sex tape. Title of you. That's from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. That is. Yeah. Are we dead yet? Is this a record? I don't know, actually. I'm going to have to go back and check, because we have had a couple of times when we've literally been nailed very early on. But this might be a record, guys. This might be a new record for the year. Which, you know, that's pretty cool that we're setting records, guys, isn't it? So... this has been a record-breaking stream, guys. All right? I just can't believe it's done. Unbelievable. So, yeah, I'm going to go to church and learn how to sing, or at least just see what it's about, to be honest. You know? Because, yeah, I can't buy that they're, I don't know, they're obviously desperate for tenors or altos or bass, you know, singers. Like, they're obviously desperate for the low-end register. Like, nobody, you know, so look out for Satanists. Because they attend church on the regular, don't they? A pinch and a bee pinch. A pinch and a bee punch, sorry. Have I listened to Hoisier, Take Me to the Church? Okay. It's about Irish gay people. Random. Anyway. Thank you all. I love you all. And I'll see you in 2 weeks' time.
Bye.